Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
What'd you say, bitch? Okay.
Are we live and recording?
Well, don't put that part in it. Now, start right from when I said, are we live? And then Libbie said, are we live and recording, okay? Okay. Barbara.
Hello?
I was literally sitting here like this while you looked at your phone,
trying to see what
staring
she was
at
saying.
you
I was trying to read it without my glasses.
to see how long you were going to leave me hanging.
10 seconds.
Yep. Booyah. Booyakasha.
Booyakasha.
It is a beautiful Sunday morning here
Well, it's raining here
in St. Louis, Missouri.
It's raining. Randy took the trash out, and he got his hair wet.
It's raining hard. We were just sitting outside.
Outdoors,
Sorry. It's raining here, and I'm wearing a nightie and my glasses because I'm trying to go right home after this and go to sleep for a couple hours until I have to go to work. But I was walking up and my glasses immediately fogged up when I opened the door. So I looked at Libbie and I start screaming. I'm like, Barbara, my glasses are fogging up. I can't see nothing. And I'm yelling about the Barbara voice and all that. And then Libbie obviously answers in the Barbara voice. And about 1 minute later, a girl runs up outside of fucking Randy's house just now. And she's got her 2 dogs. They're so wet, they look homeless. And she looks at us and goes, Barbara! I can't believe that just happened.
It was hilarious.
We are famous icons.
Famous icons. And then I got recognized at the gas station.
Well, yeah, and then...
It has nothing to do with the shirt that I have on that says Libbie Higgins, and it's a picture of me.
Yeah. Did who recognize you? Was it like a person working there, or
it was a customer?
She
kept
patron?
Staring at me, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I keep looking at you. You look familiar."
What'd you say?
I go, "I'm on the internet a lot." She goes, "Oh my God, are you with Chelsea?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's crazy. I mean, what the fuck?
Then we took a nice little picture in the parking lot.
I really like the way that you asked that girl if she wanted a picture, because I could tell that she wanted to take a picture with us, but she didn't want to be rude.
Well, I
ask.
learned that from Tammy.
Sorry about that.
You should be.
It says dogs on it.
100%. You know this girl's going to be hyped if we put it on here. Meredith.
Yeah, we walk around here a lot.
This is fucking great.
I'm so excited. Randall's gonna shit his pants because, yeah, we watch.
That brown scruffy
Who's that?
one.
Your husband? Your boyfriend?
My boyfriend.
Oh, yeah. She said her husband or her boyfriend's name was Neil. And I do like that name.
Neil.
I love it. I don't think I've ever met a Neil I haven't liked.
Is it spelled Kneel?
Get the fuck out of this room.
Is it capital K, lowercase n?
Oh, God, that's a hard... No, I would do lowercase k, capital N, do the E's, both lowercase,
Right.
and then the capital L. So, yeah. And I was doing that automatically right when you said Neil.
And how would you do it if it was Neil, N-I-E-L, or N-E-A-L?
So I would do...
Or N-E-I-L.
I would love to have the N capitalized, but that is not going to provide me with a lowercase I and a capital L. So what I will be doing... If I meet a Neil and he says, hey, my name's spelled N-E-I-L, I'm going to be like, awesome. Great to meet you. And while I'm shaking his hand, all that's going to flash my head is lowercase n, capital E, lowercase I, capital L. So that's what I would do.
What if it was N-E-A-L?
I mean, I would still have to make sure that the L is capital. So it would still be a lowercase n, capital E, lowercase a, capital L.
That would drive me nuts. Those L's mess everything up.
They have to be capitalized, though. We don't have a choice.
That's why I'm saying they mess everything up.
When there's a fucking... That's just what I can't stand. Imagine if I'm doing capital I, lowercase L. They're the same letter. They both look like
Well, I has the lines.
what?
Capital I has a line. And then,
Sometimes they don't, though. It depends on what font you're using.
well, when I learned handwriting is important.
Oh, God, but I couldn't even stand that. Having the I like that next to a lowercase L, I'd fucking jump off a bridge.
I've been watching these old-timey educational videos to do voiceovers.
Yeah.
And there's one called Handwriting is Important. And that's the next one I'm going to do, I think. Handwriting is important.
Oh, my God. I saw that. What was the one? How to catch a date or something? Or
How to ask for a date.
how to ask for a date.
Let's try this.
Do you want to maybe, I don't know. Like, so are you just taking the videos and then doing a voiceover over them?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Put music and everything to make it more lifelike.
Oh, yeah, to make it way more lively.
Way more lifelike. But hopefully I'll do handwriting is important soon.
You know what I think? Handwriting is important.
There's also one from the 90s that's about Beanie Babies that I want to do.
Wait, what's the topic?
Beanie Baby lovers.
Beanie Baby lovers across the nation are groveling over the loss of
Extreme Beanie Baby fans.
extreme Beanie Baby fans. Look out. You might know one.
Extreme Beanie Babies.
And then a lightning crash happens. Extreme Beanie Babies. And all you see is like footage of a Beanie Baby being tossed in the air. Like they're all
Shot
like
with a shotgun.
yeah, a Beanie Baby gets thrown in the air.
Like,
dude, a shotgun is so funny. I don't like guns, but I want to learn how to use a shotgun just so I can do videos and say stuff and be like, yeah, they better not fucking come over here. I just want to do videos of me doing that with a shotgun.
I wonder if you can do that without the shells in it.
Dude, I think I'm too clumsy to. I think that's why I'm so scared of guns. Besides, like, you know, the mass.
You'd be like, hey, look at this.
Mass
Whoa!
murders. This morning, dude, Rafe was like, when he got home from Philly because he brought the Uncle Bills home, he goes, "Oh my God, is that part of my tooth?" And then he goes, "Tina, check this out. Like, is this part of my tooth?" And he put it in my hand, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, and then I was like, oops, and I dropped it on the ground, and he literally looks at me and goes, "Why the fuck did I give that to you?" He's like, "Of course you fucking dropped. Of course you dropped it." And I was like, let me look for it. And I start looking around. He goes, "It went under the dog chair." And I was like, okay. And then I push the chair over and see, like, I can tell it's a crumb from food. And Rafe goes, "Is that it?" And I was like, "No, it's just a crumb from some leftover food."
Did you take your finger and wet it and then pick up the crumb and then eat it?
Yeah, I took a nibble. But my point is, I'm so clumsy. I think that's why I can't have a gun.
Never.
I mean, would you trust me around a gun?
No.
Even if I took classes?
No, because you'd fall while you're holding it and then it'll go off and kill someone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. The fear. That's exactly what would happen. I would have to make sure that, like, you know those straps on a bike? Like, on one of those bikes, you have to have a special shoe that straps in to keep you in place. I would need that with the ground if I'm planning on shooting a gun.
But then you'd fall over and your legs would still be in the ground.
Yeah.
And then I'd be flailing.
Yeah, and I'd shoot one of you accidentally.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
No guns for Teener.
I can't. It's just, have you ever shot a gun? Oh, yeah, you were in the Army.
Yeah, I shot lots of guns.
Yeah, me? Yeah, I shot lots of guns.
Yep.
I also shot lots of loads in other dudes' mouths.
Lots of loads. Lock and load.
Me? Lock and load. I'm talking about a gun and your cock.
We call them weapons, so we didn't say, I need to get my gun. We say, I need to get my weapon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because it's the Army and they like to
Have rules.
have rules, and brainwash you.
What was your basic training experience like?
It was hard. It was basic. It was hard. And
Damn, nice one, Randy.
It was hard.
I can't even imagine. Rafe's son did it, and Rafe did it. He'll tell me stories about when he was in there, and I'm like, dude, I would just be so mad the whole time.
I was just scared the whole time that I would get in trouble.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
I think the whole time I'd be there, I would be so mad because it's almost like, listen, like I signed myself up for this. You don't get to just like tell me what to do. If I want to sleep in, I am going to sleep in. I have a headache.
I wonder what would happen. They'd probably just throw you out.
They literally pick me up and catapult me out.
I'd like
and
to
then
do it all
after
over
I'm
again
on the
and
ground
do
going, they'd throw my bags at me.
Yeah, let me do it all over again, and I would take
Sorry,
that
I
approach.
just smelled my armpit and got alarmed.
Was it an onion?
It's not good, and I had a really embarrassing thing happen last night at a show where I hugged Brandon Taylor, and I was wearing my suck me, shuck me, eat me raw shirt.
Yep.
So I was wearing that shirt, and it's cute, but it's got like a big cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
So I hugged him, and my armpit sweat unknowingly grazed him. And we didn't address it until later. I didn't know it happened, but we were talking for about 5 minutes, and he was like so excited. He was like asking about the tour, and everyone was so nice. All the comics I saw last night, they were all like, oh, we're so proud of you. This is so, it was really nice. But so I'm like talking to Brandon and his fiance, and we're chatting it up, going over the tour, all that. And I was like, whoa, I'm like really sweaty, man. And I was like, yeah, I guess I need to go get a paper towel and wipe it off. And he goes, yeah, when you hug me, your armpit sweat. I felt it. And I literally was just like, I am so sorry. I go, I can't believe you're still talking to me. Because I've had people do that when they hug me and they're really sweaty. And I'm like, get the fuck off of me. You don't ever touch me again. And I will avoid contact with that person after that moment.
Did you get sweat on his fiance as well?
No, I didn't.
Did you get sweat on anyone else?
Not that I'm aware of, but I could have.
And was it at the improv shop?
No, it was at the Kranzberg. I did a show there last night. This newer comic.
I saw you on stage, though. It looked like the improv shop.
I know. It does kind of look like the improv shop, but it wasn't. We're going to circle back to the basic training thing because I do want to talk about that. But I want to tell you guys about what happened at this show last night.
Should I be scared?
No, don't be scared at all. It's the funniest thing that has ever happened to me. What's wrong, Randy? You scared me. Is everything recording? Okay, sorry. I'm not checking on you. I'm more checking on me. Like, I should be checking on Randy and making sure, not that he's doing his job, but that, like, I don't want to be not helpful, so that's why I said it.
Thank you. No, I hooked up a GoPro up top there.
I see that. So is that the kind of thing that I can use when I go on a kayaking trip and I encounter a large catfish?
Absolutely.
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 All right. Well, what happened?
Well, what happened was...
Oh.
Okay, so this show was put on by a local comic, Zach Butkovich. Do you know him, Randy?
I do know Zach. He's a good dude, man. We went to see Top Gun last weekend. He, Craig Conant, and myself.
Yeah, that's what he said. He is such a nice guy, and I mean,
Why did he keep saying ha-ha?
Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you do that, Randy?
Was there a joke in there?
Oh, yeah. So we, what time?
The way that you just looked at him and roasted. Why is he saying ha-ha?
I was like, he kept saying it. I'm like, is there an inside joke I don't know about?
So Craig Conant took us to see Top Gun, Zach Butkovich and myself. And, all right, we may have gotten stoned to the bone, and Craig may have eaten maybe a little bit too much edibles. So about 30 minutes into the movie,
Movie.
I had to pee because I have a prostate the size of a Volkswagen and a bladder the size of a nickel.
Whoa.
And so I ran up and I peed, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody giggling their ass off and just laughing hysterically. And Craig comes walking into the bathroom and stands next to me and starts peeing, laughing. And then I started laughing. And he's like, dude, there are two handicap seats up at either side of the theater. We should, because we were sitting down in the front row looking straight up.
Yeah, miserable.
So Craig and I sat in the handicap seats for the rest of the movie and left Zach down at the bottom. But we were, I guess, so high, we thought we had invented the prank, and it was the funniest thing that ever happened. And it's not a funny story, but if you were in that moment with us, dude, it was the most hysterical fucking thing I have experienced in probably the last 3 years.
Yep. And but I know exactly what you're talking about, though. Like when something like that happens when you're high, or just like in that moment when something happens that's so funny. And all you want to do is tell everybody about it, but then you tell someone and they're like, okay.
Which part was the funny part?
I think the funniest part for
I was
me
kidding.
was when we were standing, peeing, laughing for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't even know why he was laughing, and it was so funny that I just started laughing.
You guys got loosey-goosey. That's what you did.
We did get nice callback. We did get loosey-goosey. Or nice reference, I mean.
Did you tell him that we were friends? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I told him that I worked for you, yeah.
And he goes, who's that?
No, then Zach butted in with some asking what's it like to be a comic in L.A. kind of thing, and it got derailed.
Fucking Zach
That's what I
Budacek.
said.
Unreal. Fucking amateur. What a fucking amateur. What do you mean, what's it like, Zach? It's tough. It's a city that there's piss all over it. There's fucking homeless people everywhere. And it's like, and I'm not saying that means that it's a bad city. I'm saying the city it is hard to live out there. If I tried to go and live out there, I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
It's too expensive. I would drown. I would drown.
It's hard to get a fountain soda out there.
It's hard to find a fucking bathroom there.
Obviously, on the street. Do it on the street.
Well, yeah, you could just shit on the street.
Okay, so let's go back.
Okay, so
thanks for sharing, Randy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the show that I did last night, it was Zach Butkovich's first show that he ever produced.
Oh.
He's been doing stand-up like 2 years. And I was like, oh my God, I remember that. Like my first show that I ever produced was Two Girls, One Mic with Emily Hickner. And it was like the first time I'd ever put a showcase together and stuff. And, you know, I ran a show for a couple years, I think, the Two Girls, One Mic thing, and had the mic there and stuff. And I mean, it was, so it was like really cool to get to watch that in a way. And the kid was so nice and funny and like whatever. So he was on the show. And then this other new comic, Javon, I can't remember his last name. Randy, I thought you were going to jump in and you didn't.
Can you look up Zach's picture so I can look at him while you're talking about him?
Yes. Firmament meaning.
Fandango. Facts on hand.
Yeah, so I know, right? It's so weird when you're fucking on there on the computer. See, Randy was looking up Andy Slowy being like, who the fuck's that guy? Who the fuck does he think he is coming to the fucking show? Yeah, that guy on the right.
He's cute.
Super nice kid. Okay, so this is actually a really important picture, and we're going to keep this photo up for the class so everyone can kind of understand what I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So, before I get there about 8 o'clock, shows at 8:30. Starts filling up nicely. It's like a small little venue, kind of like the side stage at the Improv Shop. Probably sat about 50 people, 60 max, and it was packed. And at the Kransberg by the Fox. And so I get there, and Zach comes up and is like, hey, Tina, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm like, dude, thanks for having me. This is my first show back home. I'm really excited, whatever. And a group of people walk in, and it's clearly like his family walking in. And he's in the middle of talking to me, and they were like, "Hey, Zach, good to see you. Know, like we're so proud of you, whatever." And all he said was "sup," and I don't know why, but it made me laugh so hard. I was like, "Who is?" I was like, "Is that your mom?" I'm like, "Did you just say sup to your family because you're like embarrassed and kind of, you know?" He's like, "Yeah, pretty much." And it was hilarious. So
his mom, Cindy.
That's his mom, Cindy. All right, so I am second to last on the lineup. Max Price was closing it out, and I'm second to last. So the comic before me is on stage, Casey Paulson. I'm like, man, I got to shit because, you know, I get like spooked before I go on stage. So I'm like, I just need to go to the bathroom just in case, whatever. And I'll sit there and like suck on my vape for a second and scroll through my notes. Who knows? So I am, get up. I'm walking to the bathroom. I get into the bathroom. I'm walking past the stall, and I see a woman with the door cracked open, pussy out. Her actual because what happened was, you know, when you have to pee so bad, and it's like, as women, we don't get to just walk over to a urinal, pull our pants down. We run into a fucking bathroom, and sometimes you're trying to find the lock, and you're like,
right.
I can't do it, I can't find it.
And hang
like,
up your purse.
Yeah, and your purse is on the ground, everything's wrong, doors open. I see her going like this, just sit down. I see her pussy. And I start laughing so hard. And I haven't put the pieces together who this was yet. All I see is a woman that's probably about 50 years old, her pussy, which, by the way, was like bald and like night. I mean, she was hot. So I just start screaming, laughing. I go, "Holy fuck, lady, I just saw your pussy. This is fucking hilarious." I'm in my stall. Her and I are talking. She goes, "I had to go so bad. I had to go so bad. I couldn't hold it." I told my husband, I'm like, "I gotta go. I gotta get up and I have to go." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to explain it to me. I get it. I have shit on the back of a toilet before because I have to go so bad and I'm like panicking and can't get there quick enough." I'm like, and I don't even know how many times I've been in a bathroom running in and I've just left the door open if no one's in there. Mm-hmm. And that's what she told me. She goes, "Well, I thought, oh, the show's going on. No one's going to come in here." And I was like, "Yep, but I did. And I just saw your pussy and it's the funniest fucking thing in the world." And then she was like silent and I was silent. And I go, "Wait a second. Are you Zach's mom?" From my stall. She's silent for about 5 seconds and goes, "Unfortunately, I am." And I fucking start screaming.
Unfortunately.
I am. She goes, "Please don't talk about this on stage." And I go, "Okay, I'm sorry, but I do have to." I don't have a choice. I have to talk about this on stage. So we're out washing our hands next to each other, and I am just dying laughing. I was like, "What is your name? This is hilarious." And she's like, "I'm Cindy." I'm like, "I'm Tina. Like, I'm on this show or whatever." Because she was like, "Oh, you're just watching the show. You know my son, Zach." Then when she realized that I was a comedian and I was about to be going on stage, I mean, she was panicked. So while we're washing our hands, she goes, "Oh, God, I can't believe you're going to talk about it on stage." And I was like, "I have to. I'm really sorry because this is the funniest thing that's ever happened." And it's like, I don't believe in God, but I think God just gave me a miracle. And I was like, "But don't worry, I'm going to lift you up and I'm going to have, like, I got your back and it's going to be really funny and we're all going to have a good time because you're going to remember this forever." And so we were cracking up and she was like, "Okay." Like, we're both walking back to the room and like, we're both kind of still cracking up, but I can tell that she's like, "Oh God."
Did you give her a wink?
No wink.
Sometimes you wink when
I'm what?
Being like assuring someone.
Yeah, I should have winked at her. Because I like it sometimes when people wink at me. It makes me feel safe sometimes.
Like, I got you.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, they do got me. They got my back. They're not a predator. So we're walking back in. I see her go and sit next to her husband. And I'm like, I wonder if she's going to tell him. Because I'm sitting in the back of the room and I see her sitting next to him. She didn't say a fucking word. She just sat down and sat like this. Because I was like, what I would do if something like that happened to me is I would run back in and I would be like, "Oh my God, Rafe, get over here right now. Listen, what I just fucking did or what happened." She's fucking silent. I get on stage and there was a piano on stage and I said something stupid like, "Man, whenever I see a piano on a stage, I just want to get up there and get my pussy eaten." And I was like, "Anybody want to eat my pussy while I'm on this piano?" You know, whatever, being stupid. And I was like, guys, give it up for Zach. Like, he's producing his first show. This is so cool, blah, blah, blah. I love this. And what a fun show. Thanks for coming out. And I was like, I honestly don't know how to bring this up, but like, Zach, I saw your mom's pussy. And everyone's kind of like, what? And Zach, like, people thought I was like doing a bit at first. And I go, I know all of you right now are like, oh, wow, that's so funny. You would never see Zach's mom's pussy. And I was like, let me lay it down for you exactly what happened. So I tell that whole story, the whole interaction, everything. And everyone is screaming. Like, we were all having such a good time because it's like some of his family was in there, probably like 20 of his family members.
Holy shit.
And one girl, while I was there, she goes, Zach's mom also birthed my boyfriend. And I was like, fuck your boyfriend. I'm talking about Zach right now, you know? Oh my God, it was so fucking funny. Like, we were screaming, laughing. And then after the show, her husband, Cindy's husband, walks up to me and was like, man, that was fucking funny. You are funny, you know? And we're just chatting it up, talking. All of Zach's family, all of Cindy's nieces, all these people are coming up to me, screaming, laughing, like just talking about the whole thing. And I was like, this is so cool because you guys are going to remember this forever. I go, at Thanksgiving this year, it's going to be silent. One of you is going to be like, I just want to say that I'm grateful for Cindy's pussy and the time that Tina D-Ball saw it at that comedy show. I'm like, this is something you guys are going to talk about forever. And we were all just fucking dying laughing. So that's what happened.
Oh,
It was
God.
unreal funny.
Well, I'm sad I missed that.
I can't even fucking believe it.
Well, I'm just looking at her picture, and all I can think about is her pussy. Me too.
Yeah, sorry, Zach. We're talking about your mom's pussy.
He looks like a little angel.
The craziest thing that happened to me, I saw your mom's pussy. I'm literally not joking, guys. Casey was on stage, and I was like, listen, I might go need to dump one out real quick before I get on stage. So I go into the bathroom, and women do this thing where, like, if we have to piss really fucking bad, we don't have the luxury of, like, just having a urinal where we can just go and, like, dunk out and piss. So we leave the door open and kind of, like, say, your mom literally left the door open in the fucking bathroom, and I saw your mom's pussy. And I literally said to her, I go, oh my God, I just saw your pussy. And she's laughing, and I'm kind of laughing, but she's like, I think she had a tear shed from her eye, whatever. So and I was like, wait, I think I met her briefly before the show. I think that's Zach's mom as I'm sitting on the toilet trying to, like, quietly take a shit next to her. And I just said to her, I go, I can't believe I just saw your pussy. That's hilarious. She's like, yeah, okay, please don't talk about this. Because I told her, I go, oh man, I can't wait to talk about this on stage. She goes, wait, you're a comedian? Please don't do this. Please don't say anything. And then I go, you're Zach's mom, right? Well, we're both in separate So, wow, that was honestly the most perfect thing in the world. Give it up for Zach's pussy, mom's pussy.
Zach's pussy.
Sorry, what'd you say? Wow. Yeah, fuck your boyfriend. So long. Oh, dude, can you, how do you feel right now? Are you okay? I saw her pussy, dude. Your mom's fucking hot, dude.
What did Cindy say afterwards?
Oh, dude, she was so cool. She was seriously the coolest fucking lady ever. She's like so proud of her son too and stuff like that. So it was really cool. She was adorable. She was like, oh my God, that was so funny, but I can't eat. I think she was kind of tipsy too, like had a few drinks.
Oh, they have drinks there?
Yeah.
They have a little cart?
That's exactly what they have.
I think I've been at that venue.
Yeah, I think you've done a show there. And the bartender, I walk in. It was weird. I was like, everybody was so excited to see me, I think because they haven't seen me in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the bartender looks at me and goes, hey, from across the room. And he like pulls his mask down and he was like, And I'm like, I was like, oh my God, I recognize you. And he's like, you're Tina. You did the shows at like Sophie's Lounge. Remember that show we did at the place upstairs, the kind of weird little venue, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
He was the bartender there, and he was so sweet. He's like, "Can I buy you a drink? Like, you made me so much money at that place."
Oh,
or
I
whatever.
remember that guy.
His name was Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, tall guy, kind of like bearded. He was hot. Hot dude.
You said you made me so much money.
I know. I thought that was sweet. But yeah, all in all, first fun show back. I'm glad I did it because I was kind of scared because we've been doing fucking
I'd be so scared.
theater shows and like whatever show. Because the last time I did shows with you guys, I had when we were in. It was last year, I think maybe like not Huntsville. I can't remember where it was, but I did like 2 weeks of shows with you guys, I think, or a week or something like that, few dates. Shows were amazing. I get back home and they book me at Helium in the garage, the small room. And the first show back that I had, I bombed so hard.
It sucks.
That it was embarrassing. I mean, to the point that people were walking up to me like, "Hey, Tina." I'm like, don't even say it. Don't try to say good show. Please don't try to do this. It's just going to make me feel worse. And I mean, I ate fucking shit on stage. And pretty much we all did. It was bad. And then I get home that night after I fucking bombed, open up the door and it just smells like shit. Both of the dogs had explosive diarrhea all over the kitchen. And I was like, this would happen. I just fucking bombed so hard and I come home to a house full of fucking shit. Unreal.
5 bags of diarrhea is what they were giving you. They thought you did fine.
Yeah. My dogs fucking gave me 5 bags of diarrhea. The fucking audience gave me 0.
Except they forgot to put them in bags. They just put them all over the
Yeah, the
floor.
dogs were like, "Oh, we love you. We really support you." But then they shit everywhere. And Simba was like, "Fuck, dude, I can't open that drawer. Get a Ziploc
We got to put them in
baggie."
Ziplocs. Royce is like, why do we got to put them in Ziplocs? Because it's 5 bags, Royce.
Royce is like, "I'm tired." And he's sucking on his toe.
Not 5 squirts of diarrhea on the kitchen floor. It's 5 bags of diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
And close the cabinet while you're at it. She always leaves the damn cabinet open.
Simba's like, "Why didn't you leave the cabinet open this time? The one time we need to get in there. Why'd she close it?"
Dumb bitch.
And Royce is like, "Oh, God, we're going to be in so much trouble. We're going to be so much trouble." And
Maybe we shouldn't do this.
and Simba's like, "Oh, fuck, I already shit on the floor."
Maybe we should clean up the mess before Mom gets home. Dad gets home, he's going to be really mad.
We're going to be in so much fucking trouble.
I'm just going to go over here and suck on my toes and act like I didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be over here sucking on my toes. Good luck. They just both looked at the shit and were like, can't do anything about it now. Played with their toys and then fell asleep.
Played with their toys.
Yeah, they sucked on their toys and that's that. Unreal.
What a blessing.
True blessing. Good evening, morning, day, whatever it is. From Slop City Podcast. This episode is sponsored by Manscaped. Yep. Look at that. Look at my big lion's mane right here. Okay. That's a big ass fucking lion's mane on my hair. You see that shit?
I see it. Love it.
Boom. My
You dumb,
pussy's
stupid looking bitch.
my pussy's also got a pretty mean bush right now, and ain't no. Oh, you didn't hear that?
Barely heard it, sir. Stupid looking bitch.
Oh, you dumb, stupid looking bitch. My pussy's kind of looking like a little lion's mane right now, and you know what? I'm getting ready to go to Florida for a vacation here soon, so I'm gonna need to trim that little baby up.
Ooh, how you gonna do it?
I am gonna use the fucking lawnmower 4.0 to trim that fucker up. And it's going to be looking good, y'all. No one's even going to know. I don't even know if I'm going to shave the whole thing or trim the whole thing. But man, I'm going to get those sides and I'm going to be looking good. I can be doing splits wherever I want, all over the place. So, you know what to do. Slop citizens, go to www.manscaped.com and enter our code RANCH. for 20% off and free shipping. You know what to do.
Do it.
Ranch. That's the code. Better use it. Manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping. Get your pussy looking right.
Thank you. Well, I've been having men in and out of my house this week.
What?
I've been having men in and out of my house this week.
What have you been doing? Fucking them?
I wish. No, they're looking
You don't
at the
ever
house.
let anyone in your house.
I have to because we have to get rid of the house. And
What's the verdict? You gonna fuck any of these dudes?
no, but one of them's going to get the house, so that's good.
Was it the one you liked?
I hope. I
Okay.
don't know which one because I
So-
don't remember his name.
I don't understand. Are these men coming into your house to buy it from you and they're gonna flip it, or are
Yes.
they? What are they?
They're some of them are like I don't know what they are.
House flippers?
House flippers are just, they do this. They go in, buy a house cheap, flip it, sell it.
Cool.
So it's as is. So there's no like closing costs, or there might be closing costs, but I don't know what it is. You don't need inspections, all that bullshit.
Okay, so
You just give
they're
a price.
gonna buy your house for $14.79.
Well, they were getting a lot more than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 20 grand, honestly. And I think it's going to be more like 40 or 50.
Okay, that's good.
Considering all the work that needs to be done, yeah, that's...
Yeah. Give us just give us like the top 3 things that are wrong with the house. Just give us a play by play.
Well,
Just so that
the
people
worst
know.
part for everyone that comes in is there's no central AC,
Okay.
which is fine, but I guess people want it these days.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people live with AC units still.
That was their main... They're like, oh, there's no central air. I'm like, no.
Oh.
And then, because it's so hot in there. I'm just sitting in the living room just burning alive
And you never get hot.
with the windows open and a fan blowing just hot air everywhere.
Oh my God, gross. Do you not have AC units?
I do, but I have one in my bedroom,
Okay, so the bedroom does stay cool.
and I have the one
And-
that you can move around in the other part of the house. But it, like you said, it's so fucking loud. I'd rather just not have it on.
Dude, AC units, there ain't nothing like a shitty AC unit that lets you know, hey, man,
You're in the lower.
you're in the lower income bracket.
It's a nice one. It's a new one, but it is very loud. And I don't feel like
Is it like the standing one?
the standing one that has the pipe that goes out the window.
Yeah, that's
which
what
I
we
feel
have.
like it just blows. It just seems like a hot. I should have gotten a window unit.
Yeah.
But so then in the kitchen, there's a big hole in the ceiling.
Oh.
Where it
Great.
leaked before,
Okay.
just
Why did it leak?
because the roof was leaking.
Okay, so there's a hole.
Well, there was. The roof has been fixed.
No, I mean, is there a hole in the
giant hole in
kitchen?
the ceiling. Yeah,
Hilarious.
just a giant hole.
What do you see up there?
Well, it's an older house, so you see those slats, those wood slats.
Hmm.
Because it was all plaster. It's all plaster, and some discoloration.
Discoloration on the ceiling. Does it look like someone? Does it look like when you like pull off your sheets and there's like various
Yeah.
stains on your bed and you're
Exactly
like,
like that.
what the fuck, dude? There's a stain on Rafe's side of the bed. That is so bad.
What did he do?
Bro, we don't even know. I literally, the first time I ever saw it, I go, Rafe, get the fuck in here. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Because he sleeps, when you're facing the bed, he sleeps on the right side. I sleep on the left. And then, we got our sides.
Right.
And, I mean, the stain is unreal. It is, I'm going to get a picture of it. It is so big, dude. It looks like he shit and like some diarrhea and then pissed and it all dried up. Oh, it's bad.
You need
It's
to
like
get you a mattress
it's
cover.
like those water stains that you get,
That's
which we
kinda
have
what it
one of
is.
those in our bedroom. I look up at my drop ceiling and see a water stain, and I'm like, this is just...
Drop ceilings have to have a water stain, though. If you're going to have a drop ceiling, you have to have a brown stain.
It's so gross.
They all have a brown stain, no matter if there's a leak or not. Somehow they just get a brown stain.
The fuck? It's horrific. I literally just want to take white spray paint and re-spray the whole top of it.
Do it.
Because it's just...
But then that's going to be so white, and the rest of it will have a...
Oh, and then the walls look
tint
like
of
someone
yellow.
smoked cigarettes in there for 30 years. Oh, God, it's fucking horrible.
So, yeah, that's
So
a
we got the kitchen hole.
Down in the basement, there was a bathroom that was not functioning, so my husband took all the walls down. But when he took the wall down, then some of the foundation is like literally crumbling. And there's a giant hole in there that small animals and bugs get through.
Great. Yeah.
So that's a big problem. The
They're not
water
too
heater
excited
is
about
pretty
that.
rusted out, looking like it's about to quit any second. The furnace. They're like, does the heat work? I'm like, yeah.
It doesn't?
It works.
Okay. Not great.
This is an old furnace.
Yeah.
It's an old house.
What if the guy was looking in that little hole where small animals and stuff can go through? He's like, man, what's in here? And a little raccoon popped out and was like,
You can see straight outside.
oh my God.
You can see right out the front.
Holy shit.
And I thought that was going to be a huge problem, but they don't seem to think it's a...
When people talk about foundation, I don't even know what that means. I hear people talk, and I've like said it before and been like, oh yeah, the foundation must be off. And I don't even know what that means.
Well, most foundations are just a big concrete slab. The new one's just concrete.
And that's what they
is
build
made
the
of
house
blocks.
on, right?
Yeah. Mine is so old that it's blocks that are put together and then whatever. Is that how your basement is, Randy? Block foundation?
Yeah, it is.
Wow,
Yeah.
you guys really seem to know a lot about foundation.
Block foundation.
I just need to...
So back in the day, they're like, let's put these blocks on top of each other and put some cement in between it.
So they did... Is yours cinder blocks?
Yes.
Whoa. Those look nice.
Old timey.
They're bad. You don't want that.
I don't know. That's what they had back in the 30s when they built my house.
I bet mine's on blocks.
I bet all the houses around here are.
Ours, I believe mine is stone, blocks of stone, and not these cinder blocks.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so this makes sense. And since
bugs.
my dad was a real estate agent growing up and my mom's a loan officer, they would constantly be talking about block or foundation. And I was
it's
always
important. It's the foundation of the home. Without the foundation, you have nothing.
I was always so confused. And they would also say FSBO all the time. They loved
What's
saying
that?
FSBO, for sale by owner.
Oh,
That's what they
okay.
call it in the industry.
I guess that's what we're doing, for sale by owner.
Yeah, they say, oh, it's a FSBO.
I know that there's such a varying degree of prices between each guy, and I'm like, how did they? And then they try to ask me what the other guy's saying. He's like, you had a lot of people in here. I'm like, yeah, we got tons of people in and out here every day, all day.
Because I'm fucking all of them.
Well, I'm trying to make them think this is a high demand house.
Oh my God.
And they're like, well, what are the one guy was like, so what is the other guy saying? Because the one guy's like, yeah, you need 30 grand in this place before you can even sell it to rehab. And I'm like, why would you put 30 grand in to gut it?
It doesn't make
very,
us.
very bizarre. And he's like, well, am I out of line? What are the other guys saying? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. They're talking to my stepdad, which is true.
Wait,
They'll come in
he
and tell me
told you that?
Yeah.
What, I would have just been like, that's cool. You can get the fuck out of my property.
Well, no. I just like, oh, okay. I just act like I don't know what's going on. I'm like,
That's
okay. Because I just want them to get out of there. Because they're walking around taking pictures. I'm sitting there like a dumbass. And they're walking around taking pictures. I'm probably in the pictures like,
you're in every photo in your rolly chair like this. You're like, yeah, so over here, you're just rolling around.
and once I found out you don't have to take all your shit with you, then I'm like, I slowed down on the packing and cleaning. I'm like, oh, this is going to stay here. Oh, this is staying here.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Well, that one guy said he would rent a
Yeah.
dumpster, right?
Yeah. Well, I told my stepdad that, and he goes, oh, they're all like that. They'll just take it as it is.
What are you going to leave your hospital bed?
The hospital bed is the main thing I'm taking.
So what's the stuff that because there's some rooms in your house that don't really have anything in them, right?
I have no furniture.
Yeah.
So I have 2 dressers, a nightstand, a bed, and some chairs. And that's really all the furniture. I don't have a couch, coffee table. So I'm taking my bed. Decided I'm not taking my dressers. I'm going to get new ones.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And then the cat bubble. And those are the only 2 pieces of furniture I'm taking. The rest are like storage boxes of clothes and just stuff.
Yeah. And you're moving when? In a couple weeks?
A couple weeks.
That's crazy. Beth said she's staying in California until end of August.
Really? Why?
Yep. I guess Paige and Brett are going to be moving in or something.
I knew there was going to be a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to be in the living room, though.
Probably. Something like that.
Oh, and her room's not built yet either.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be built or something until like the end of August, she said.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. There's going to be a lot of people in that house.
Do you have a date that you're moving?
Well, I'm waiting on confirmation. I'm waiting until he signs a contract. And once he does that, then I know, I don't have to be there anymore to show it to people. So I'm taking the cats to the vet on the 1st to get all their shots and rabies and flea medicine. And then after that, I am free to go.
So is your sister taking one of the cats?
Molly.
She's taking Molly.
Mm-hmm.
And Annie's coming.
Annie's coming. She doesn't know what's in store for her.
Has she ever been around dogs?
Never in her life. And she's never been around a lot of people. So.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be so scared.
It's probably going to be a lot. Maybe she'll flourish, though. You don't know until you get there.
I don't know how. I mean, getting her there, she's going to have to stay in a cat carrier.
Yeah.
The whole time in the vehicle. And that's sad.
I mean, it's only a 4-hour drive.
But she'll be looking around and getting scared.
She will be getting scared. She's going to be really scared.
Where are we, Mother?
She's technically not going to be living with any dogs, though, for a little bit until
Is Beth bringing the dogs?
Chelsea gets there. Millie's at Maggie's.
Right. Is
Right
Gary
now.
still there?
Gary?
Where's Gary?
Gary's with Maggie.
And Tilly's with Maggie?
Tilly is in California.
How did Tilly get in California?
Tilly came to California from L.A. with us.
I just don't remember where all these dogs are all the time.
Yup.
I sure am hungry. I know that for sure.
I sure am hungry. I am just so hungry.
I think I'm just going to get that smallest U-Haul that they have. That little bitty baby one.
Why?
I think all my stuff will fit in there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't really need
Or the
to
next
get the big
step up.
kahuna. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to be sad.
Well, you'll see me just as much as you did before, because I don't really see you during the week, Barbara.
I guess you're right. It's just sad.
And then when I come into podcast, we'll do some podcast.
I know, it's just going to be a bit sad.
I was going to say I'll stay at your house, but I know I won't do that because I'm not sleeping on the couch, Barbara. I'm too damn old for that. I'm going to get a hotel room.
Barbara, that's what I was going to say.
I don't sleep on couches no more.
There ain't no way you're going to be sleeping on my couch. And I don't want you there.
I love sleeping on couches, though, but only when it's like for a nap, not
Yeah.
a full time.
No, you don't want to do a full whatever. If I had an extra room, you'd be more than welcome to stay.
Oh, thank you.
You are so welcome. But
I'll sleep on that mattress in the basement. Don't you guys still have a mattress down there? A
Yeah.
giant one?
yeah, that fucking king size
It's
one.
too big for your room.
Oh my God. I can't wait till there's so many things that I'm checking boxes of in my brain. I'm like, oh God, when I get a house, for real, things that I'm going to need. I want a pool in the backyard. Number 1, big closets, extra room for guests and friends. Not just one extra room. I'd prefer a couple.
Extra rooms.
And
plural.
a finished basement where I can freaking party and make it my freaking man cave. I'll be down there fucking whores.
You'll have a little kitchen area down there where you can make sodies and
I can
Snacks.
make bevies. I'll have a full bar because I'm a bartender and I'm gonna always have that in my brain.
Are you gonna have one of those things where you go
Oh yeah.
shake up drinks?
Oh yeah.
What about one of those metal things you put on top of a martini to pour it like that?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have that.
What
for
about
sure.
a little shot glass where you pour it in the shot glass and then go?
Oh yeah, I'll have that. Actually,
What about the thing with the compartment with the lemons, limes, cherries, and oranges?
Not gonna have that. That's a little too far.
That's
Because what I'll do is cut up limes and lemons and whatever and put them in a nice, cute little bowl for the
What
day.
about one of those sinks where you take the glass and go?
No.
Damn.
But what I am wanting is to have a dishwasher in the basement and upstairs
Oh,
so that I can do dishes down there. And one of the most important things that I want in my home one day is a second fridge and a deep freeze.
oh, and
So I
the
want
deep freeze.
A fridge freezer combo up top,
Mm-hmm.
basement, and I want a big one. I want a big fridge that can hold a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have all my bevies there, you know what I mean? All my Fresca, all my Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't do water. I don't need water bottles, so I don't have that.
Because you have your Penn Station cups.
Because I have my Penn Station cup that I've had for 5 days now.
And is that tap water?
Mm-hmm. Straight from Randy's tap. Yep, just straight tap water. Nothing else. Didn't even put a piece of ice in it.
Didn't need to.
Don't need to.
Just a lemon floating around in there.
That lemon's been there for about 3 days.
Where the seed is, it looks like a half of a moon face, like a man.
Oh yeah, he's hanging out.
He's like, "Get me out of here! I'm drowning."
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
an
nice.
embryo. It looks like an embryo when their eyes real big,
Mm,
bigger than the rest of them.
mm. So those are like the big things that I want one day. And I mean, I feel like my reasoning for not moving to Nashville right now is pretty legit.
Yeah.
It's like
Why pay way more when you have cheap?
yeah. And we got our little setup. Like it's close enough that we can come and fart around and head back.
Fart around.
We'll be farting around, having a good old time.
We'll be farting around and farting. Oh.
Me? Oh, I'll be farting all day. I was looking at the time to ensure that I still have time for a nap today.
What time do you have to go to work?
4:00.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I still got time for a nap
Hell yeah, you do.
because I ain't showering or nothing.
Just showing up willy nilly,
Why
smelling
would I
like an
show-
onion.
Why would I I might shower real quick and wash my body, just not my hair. I've gotten
My
really
body.
into doing that. Because I'm like, I don't need to wash it for quite a few days. So I just take a quick pump, wash my body, wash my armpits.
A quick pump.
Do a quick pump.
Do a spray of the old vaggie.
Oh, yeah. Use my feminine wash. The fact that they call it feminine wash is fucking disgusting. Don't call it feminine wash. Call it pussy wash. That's what it is.
Well, you can also do your butthole. So maybe they say pussy and asshole.
Maybe just say crevice cleaner.
Slit cleaner.
Slit cleaner.
Slit soap.
Yeah. Just a big old slit soap.
I got waxed before I came here, man. Every time I have to hold a butt cheek up, it makes me laugh so hard.
Oh my God.
Just holding it. Just laying on my side, holding it.
Where'd you get waxed?
European Wax Center, because I'm European.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know a European person, so, why not? I just don't, I have never been waxed, and I don't know if I'm scared.
It hurts.
I'm not scared about the pain. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about that.
Are you scared about somebody getting up in there and going like this?
Yes.
Because they do.
And having to look at my pussy
And they're
like,
very close.
do they say anything about it? Do
No.
they go like, wow, that is an odor?
I just crack jokes the whole time.
You do. That's probably what I'll do.
I'm like, this is what I said when I first went in there. Nothing like getting your pussy waxed by a stranger at 10 a.m. on a Sunday. And she laughed so hard.
Oh man, yeah. I think that's what I'll do. I mean, even when I go to the doctor, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I'm fucking tired. I'm just always cursing, and I'm like, this is all a fucking joke. We're in a simulation. Yeah, whatever.
They're like, ma'am, are you okay?
No, but I am always just like, yeah, man, I don't fucking know. But I'm just scared to get that wax. because I don't want them to. I know they probably have never looked at a pussy and said anything, but they probably always do when they leave, you know?
Yeah, they're like, God, I saw this gutted bitch.
This
At one
gutted
point,
bitch.
because I can't, you know, you're supposed to butterfly, but my legs won't go all the way down. So sometimes I have to place my leg up on the wall like this
Whoa.
so that it really spreads it. And then today she had me lift my leg up real far while this one was spread eagle so she could really get in there.
And what do you ask for when you get your whole pussy waxed? A Brazilian?
Brazilian.
And how long does it last?
It doesn't last that long.
Really?
No.
Like what? A month?
No. It starts growing back like within a few days.
Does it grow back thicker?
No, it doesn't. And it gets thinner as the more you do it.
Okay.
So I hadn't done it in a while, so it was out of control.
What?
She referred to it as a jungle.
No, she did not.
She did.
See?
Laughed so hard because we were joking around anyway, and I go, God, it's been a while. You know, blah blah blah. And she's like, Yep, we're gonna take you from jungle to clean or something like that. I'm like, Yep.
Whoa. So, okay, how much does it cost?
$59.
And how much do you tip?
I tipped 20.
Because they're getting in your pussy.
I mean, they're getting all up in there, spreading it.
Yeah.
I mean, spreading.
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, it's like you should pay someone for that.
And then usually what they'll do is to get the butthole area, they'll have people put their knees up to their chest. I can't do that. So I have to get on my side, hold a butt cheek up. She's like, don't let go. Because if you let go, it's going to wax the whole crack together.
Don't let go. It's going to get lost. Your asshole eats it.
Wait, I thought I put wax on there. Nope. Asshole ate it.
Nope. All gone. Hell yeah. Well, maybe I'll think about getting one. I do like the idea that it grows back thinner each time.
Yeah, and less, sparse. It's sparser. It is sparse.
It is.
But this time it was like, what are you doing? We're coming all back.
Dude, Paige has a mean bush, man. That thing is out of control.
It's very thick. That's how mine used to be when I was younger.
I don't even remember what mine used to be like. I think I detached myself from that part of my body when I was younger, where I was like, I don't even want to look at it. I don't even know.
She's got a good bush.
I ain't touching it. She loves her bush.
As far as bush goes, she got a good bush.
She got a good old bush.
It's very thick and luxurious.
Just a good old bush. Never meaning no harm. Oh, all right, buddies. Well, hey, I think that's the way to wrap it.
Yeah.
Yes. My mom, Cindy, showed her pussy to me in the bathroom.
Yeah. Her mom, Cindy. Holy shit. I still can't believe I saw that pussy. That is out of control.
All righty. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, my armpits smell like a Subway sandwich. Everybody have a great night. Love y'all.
Love ya. And